Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, parents protest in front of Faith Nazarene Primary School in San Ignacio. Prime Minister announces settlement with the former shareholders for the nationalization of Belize Telemedia Limited. And the police investigate multiple shootings in Belize City. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
Want a great-looking yard that's easy to maintain? Take the hard work out of yard work with Shindaiwa's easy-to-use lineup of high-performance outdoor power equipment. Shindaiwa brush cutters and trimmers give you professional power that's reliable, comfortable, and durable. Backed by the industry's best warranty, put Shindaiwa outdoor equipment in your hands and take the hard work out of yard work. See the full line of Shindaiwa equipment at Universal Hardware in Belize City or Spanish Lookout.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town. Here now is the news in details. Prime Minister Dean Barrow today announced that settlement has been reached with the former owners of Belize Telemedia Limited for the nationalization of the utility company. At a mid-afternoon press conference in Belize City, Prime Minister Barrow, flanked by Chairman of BTL Nestor Vasquez and Financial Secretary Joseph Waite, announced that the settlement agreement is for $162.7 million Belize dollars. Here is how the Prime Minister explained it.
This fantastic bit of good news, and it is that the government of Belize has settled the BTL issue. We have reached an agreement with the former shareholders of BTL, the Employees Trust, and with British Caribbean Bank Limited. After some marathon face-to-face meetings between the two of us and email correspondence, ink was put to paper last Friday, and tomorrow we will take to the House a bill for an act to appropriate further sums of money in order to pay compensation, and we will also take the Telecommunications Acquisition Settlement Act 2015. In order to settle this matter, to have the former shareholders acknowledge once and for all that BTL is now and forevermore the property of the government and people of Belize, we will pay the award that the tribunal issued in the BCB matter. In other words, we will not any longer seek to skip and jump and dodge and run and postpone the inevitable for another day while interest continues to run. So we will pay that $48 million and settle the BCB award. I want to make clear, and that is why the chairman of BTL is here, that while it is the government that owns BTL, it is a private company, and we recognize that, and so as a legal personality, as a legal entity, BTL is separate from the government of Belize. So we had right at the start procured from BTL, you see, an acknowledgement in writing that liability for that loan is for BTL, not for the government of Belize. We acquired it on their behalf. So that $48 million will not be paid by us, ultimately. It will be paid by us in the first instance as a sort of bridge But it is the liability of BTL, and BTL will then have to repay the government of Belize.
On the basis of the agreement, the Prime Minister says that a letter has already been sent to the registrar informing the Caribbean Court of Justice of the settlement. A formal consent order will be sought within 3 days after the appropriate legislation would have been passed by the National Assembly. The Prime Minister explained that government intends to issue Treasury notes to raise the funds to pay for the BTL nationalization.
The 48 million US, we will issue Treasury notes for $48 million of that amount. Will be raised by way of government's issue of these Treasury notes. Central Bank naturally buys the Treasury notes, gives us the $48 million on sales, and there's a queue, there'll be a queue. Liquidity is such, market conditions are such that there will be a queue for people who will want to buy, in turn, the Treasury notes from the Central Bank. The good BTL will service those Treasury notes. So in terms of that $48 million, it costs the government nothing, not even immediately. Central Bank gives us the money, they unsell in the normal course, then it is our obligation to service the interest to those who have bought the notes and who hold the notes. If anybody wants to redeem, that would be our obligation. We don't think that's likely. We expect to roll over notes. The balance of the money that we have to pay under the award to BCB will again be a mix. Since it is ultimately for BTL, they are finding $10 million in cash. And so that will be used to pay a portion of the balance. $15 million in dividends that BTL has for government that were frozen by the CCJ will be used to add to that 10 million. So we're getting 25 from BTL, 10 of which is their own money, 15 of which belongs to us. And then the additional 19 million or so we're getting from, you guessed it, Petro-Caribe. The FS, who is far better at math than I ever was, says that leaves still about $4 million, which we will take from another pool of funds that we have, which comes into play with respect to Dunkel, and that is the pool of funds that we have as a consequence of the sale of shares. Remember that after we acquired, we sold some shares to the Belizean public, and we collected that money. CCJ also put a freeze on that amount until this matter would have been determined.
The Prime Minister says he will take legislation to Parliament on Tuesday at a sitting of the House of Representatives seeking to appropriate certain sums of money to allow government to pay the settlement. The BTL nationalization and the ensuing legal battles have been ongoing for the last 6 years. The ongoing impasse at the Faith Nazarene Primary School here in San Ignacio continues into the second week of the current school year. And for the 5th consecutive day, classes at the institution were interrupted today. Viewers will recall that the entire teaching staff came out against Principal Polycarpia Petch, accusing her of maladministration and of mistreating them. The Ministry of Education got involved early in the impasse and met all of last week with the teachers, the principal, and the local management of the school in an attempt to resolve the issue and return things to normal. This morning, the situation took another twist when parents of students attending Faith Nazarene Primary School gathered in front of the main gate at the school compound in protest. The parents, including the head of the Parent Teachers Association, Lily Zul, say they are fully behind the teachers in calling for the removal of Principal Polycarpia Petch. When TNT News spoke with the group this morning, they explained that they want a more conducive environment for their children to get their education.
We are here because we are demanding a change. It has been too much. The environment is not healthy for our kids. We want a change. That's the only thing we're asking. We're asking the minister, Patrick Farber, to come over here to our school and do something about the situation. Parents are not happy. Parents are here, and parents are supporting this. We are demanding a change of the removal of the principal. That's what we're here for today.
Last week we understood that the Ministry, the Teaching Services Commission, they were in here and our talks were held all of last week. You're not satisfied with the way they talked?
We are not satisfied, sir. You know why? Because we were never invited as parents. Plus, they never took account of the children. They were not thinking about the kids. They were thinking about the teacher and the principal. What happened about our kids? They are victimizing our kids. How can we put a kid in that compound of the school when the school management administration is terrible wrong and the parents are not happy with the principal? They want a change. We want a change. So that's the reason that we're here today.
So as parents, are you sending your children to school?
No, we will not send our kids until our minister, Patrick Farber, listens to us and does a change for us. Because he is the one who has the power to do the change and satisfy the parents so that we have a nice environment, and this is his people that are standing right here.
We have another problem because we cannot transfer our kids to another school. Because if not, I could transfer my daughter. But you see, all the schools are full already. What we can do? What we can do? This is our problem. We need to have a change here at the school. If 20-something teachers not really satisfied with the management, what else the government want? This is our position. Teachers do not satisfied. We do not satisfied. We need a change now. We don't want to move from here after we see some changes.
Definitely.
Now I see that there are students inside the compound and the teachers are in there as well.
All the parents.
But that's not all the parents who was informed. That's the reason that some of the kids are in there, because parents were not informed of the situation that is going on in the school.
And that is okay if there are students inside the compound. We're not here to stop any student who wants to get into the compound, nor no parent who wants to send their child in there. But we are asking for parents who are in support of our cause, parents who have been intimidated, parents whose kids have been abused. You have to come out here and support and stand up for your right. Because once you in this country, once you quiet down, things go back to the normal and people continue abusing you. We ask for a change. We are not asking for the teacher, for the principal to be fired. We just want a change for her to go somewhere else. We need a different administration that will work hand in hand with our teachers so that our teachers can work hand in hand with our students. Our students deserve better.
How long do you plan on being out here?
As long as it takes. Until we get a response. As long as it takes, we'll stay out here.
While the parents gathered this morning with placards in hand, the Deputy Commander of the San Ignacio Police, Inspector Raimundo Reyes, arrived shortly after the mini demonstration started and informed the gathering that their action was illegal and explained to them the process they needed if they wanted to hold a demonstration. The president of the PTA and a few of the parents then left and went to the police station to talk with the officer commanding about their intent to hold a demonstration. Ministry of Education officials arrived at the school compound shortly after the starting bell rung and proceeded to meet with the principal and were later observed visiting the various classrooms, presumably to check on how many students were in attendance. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
Faster, comfortable, affordable, and powered by the trusted Cummins ISF 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine. We changed the way the game is played. The new Photon tunneling truck and View CS2 van. Available at Universal Hardware. Photon, the game changer is here.
The Belize Tire Depot, your one-stop destination. What you will find is a first-class selection of solid, dependable, quality products from the names you can trust. We carry a full line of urea and SureTech tools and equipment to meet every need, from light maintenance around the house to heavy-duty fieldwork. Our tire workshop features the full array of Pirelli, Nexen, and Nankang tires for every vehicle and any terrain. Our trained technicians' #1 priority is to ensure you and your family's safety and security on the road. It's all here at the Belize Tire Depot. From reliable equipment, world-class time-tested tires, to sturdy, durable tools. Merchandise that's built to last with quality guaranteed.
Nice going, Spencer! I can't believe we broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do?
We?
Go to the door, ask for the ball back. Are you serious?
It's my ball, Myrtleback.
You're so dead. I'd run away.
Yeah, to Uruguay.
Kiss your life goodbye. Sorry.
Let's go.
See you, dude.
See ya. Remember me and you're well.
Nice one. Some friends you are.
Keep smiling, keep shining.
Hi. Tell him it was an accident. And we can fix the window. Come on. I'll come with you.
Loyalty. Pass it on.
You go first.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Police in Ladyville Village, Belize District, are investigating the murder of a man in Maypen Village. The victim has been identified as 51-year-old Jorge Eduardo Aguirre. Authorities say that Aguirre was the caretaker of a farm in Maypen Village, and when his employer arrived at the location on Saturday morning, he could not locate the Salvadoran national. Police say that Aguirre's employer reported seeing a blood trail in the yard leading to the nearby Belize River. That was where Aguirre's decomposed body was found, and the police say they observed multiple chop wounds on Aguirre's body, and his right foot and right wrist were severed. Investigations continue. On our last newscast, we told you about the shooting death of a Placencia businessman, 45-year-old Vance Cabral. He was fatally injured in a shooting incident while socializing aboard a boat that was docked at a marina in St. Bite Village on September 10th. Today, police announced that they have arrested and charged 51-year-old Jeffrey Cabral for the crime of murder. Preparations continue for a fundraiser magic show early next month in San Ignacio Town. The local Rotary Club is organizing the event to raise money to support its ongoing education scholarship program. Linda Kimball is the designated spokesperson for the International Magic Show.
Well, on October 5th and 6th, we are bringing an international magician group into San Ignacio for 2 nights that are going to provide an amazing show, which has been referred to as Las Vegas quality as far as that's concerned, but it is really truly a fundraiser for the scholarship program that the Rotary Club of San Ignacio supports. There will be, at the October Wait Convention Center, there will be the 5 magicians that will be doing that program. There's going to be clowns and so forth outside before the program, food and so forth before the program, but it really is a 2-hour-long program with these people, magicians that are coming from all parts of Central America, and they're a traveling group. So we're bringing a first-class show in here that's really not been done in San Ignacio in the past.
Now, why is this show being done? Is it just for entertainment value?
Absolutely not. The Rotary Club of San Ignacio for the last 17 years has supported educationally the scholarship program to put students through high school, through a 4-year program. And at this point, we've been able to put about 75 students through that program, and some that are also in there right now. We're always looking for events that we can do fundraising so that we can increase that program. And basically, this program with the magicians was brought to us by one of the Rotary members, and it it looks like we may be able to double the number of students that we can actually give scholarships to.
According to Kimball, next month's International Magic Show will be a family event that will have something for everyone to enjoy. Tickets are now on sale at $20 for adults and $10 for children under the age of 14 years old. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket to support this worthy cause, they are being sold at the Shell gas station, Remax on Burns Avenue, Venus Photos and Records, and at the New Flags, formerly Three Flags on the George Price Highway in Santa Elena Town. Tickets are also available from any member of the Rotary Club of San Ignacio. The news on the national channel.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Belize Camping Experience would like to thank everyone who makes BCE successful and meaningful.
To our summer camp supporters and volunteers who came from communities across Belize.
To all who supported, contributed,
and volunteered with our Harvest for Kids project.
Funds raised through last year's rice and corn crop will help maintain BCE's children's programs through 2015.
You can also support BCE by buying your bag of Circle R Premium Rice with the Harvest for Kids logo, now in a new package.
Together we can and will make a positive difference in this beautiful country of Belize.
I just got tired of making someone else rich. It's time I do something for me. I was a bit nervous at first, but I went and I got all the equipment I needed at Universal Hardware. I know that even after sale, they will stay with me for the life of the equipment. I have a peace of mind with service and reliability, and more time with the family. Glad I did. Get the bragging rights you deserve. Visit Universal Hardware for sure.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
Mostly warm and fair conditions are dominating our weather at the start of the work week. The general forecast for Belize and her coastal waters is for cloudy skies at times tonight. Showers and thunderstorms will occur in the south tonight. Winds over the open sea and along the coast will be easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state will be moderate. Low temperatures tonight will be around 78 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 75 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit up in the hills. High temperatures on Tuesday will range from 91 degrees Fahrenheit along coastal areas to 96 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 84 degrees Fahrenheit up at the exposed areas of the mountain Pine Ridge and along the Maya Mountains in the south. The tides. A high tide is now occurring. This will be followed by a low tide at 7 minutes past 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun will rise at 19 minutes to 6 o'clock in the morning. It will set at 4 minutes to 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Wednesday afternoon, is for similar weather conditions to prevail. And that is a look at the weather, with information provided by forecaster Francisca Wellington at the Belize Weather Bureau. A tropical depression appears to be forming in the central Atlantic Ocean. Here is more in the tropical weather update.
93L, this is one to watch. 5-day possible development puts it in the high category. It's a 90% chance right now. It's sitting southwest of the Cape Verde Islands and is expected to strengthen. So we're giving it 90% chance as it moves into the central tropical Atlantic of seeing some strength. Conditions are favorable right now for this to become a named storm.
To finalize the news, here are the main points again. Parents hold a protest in front of Faith Nazarene Primary School in San Ignacio Town. Prime Minister announces settlement with the former shareholders for the nationalization of Belize Telemedia Limited. And police make arrest in Placencia shooting incident. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.